Wagwan my peeps, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Ricardo. And wow, what a whole heap of water, man. Talk about coming in from the cold, And today we're going to continue upon the Jamaica is not a real place series, And today we're going to look upon the transition of dancehall. Because dancehall back in the day and dancehall now a total different thing. So I'm going to give you a journey and show you from my point of view where I think it went wrong and what are some of the elements of the things them that got involved, why it went wrong and why it is the way it is today. But you already know here, before we jump in, we have to drop a positive line, quote or verse, because you don't know that are our standard over here. So yeah, man. And today's one goes, poor are those who have eyes but cannot see. Read that again. Poor are those who have eyes but cannot see. Yeah, man, because the camera is a trick here. And a whole heap of thing one where you maybe never really did pay attention to. Just like how we did show you say almost everywhere, every top politician or governor or minister, anywhere them go speak or so, them always have the coat of arms present. There's a reason why it's there, because that is where their allegiance lie. It's not with the people. You understand? So with that said, let's jump into it. And today we are going to have a look on the transition of dancehall. You understand? Yeah, man, because the dancehall where it they know is totally different from where it was back in the 70s, 80s and 90s. You understand? So, but before we jump in, let me give a brief history from where Google have said about the dancehall history. Please have a look at your screen, and it goes: dancehall is a genre of Jamaican popular music that originated in the late 1970s. Dancehall saw initial mainstream success in Jamaica in the 1980s, and by the 90s it became increasingly popular in Jamaica diaspora communities, meaning like in a ghettos and them kind of place there. Down at the other part now, it's when was dancehall created? Dancehall music, also called ragga or dub style of Jamaican popular music that had its genesis in the political turbulence of the late 1970s and became Jamaica's dominant music in the 1980s and 90s. Yeah, man, because just like how reggae did start off at a certain time, dancehall did start off to shortly afterwards. I heard I said during the main time, or during the same time at least then. But the dancehall what we know is mostly between Kingston, because Uptown used to have parties, but people from down at them side they couldn't really go. You see how far the uptown, downtown thing I come from? Yeah, man. That used to go on, so inner city peoples also come up with for them own thing kind of dancehall, as you can clearly see it overtake uptown thing and it around the place now. You understand? And from the early days they did have people like King Yellowman was one of the first top dancehall artists then. But you did have people like Prince Buster from earlier on, him sing, you pick him up, you lick him down, him bounce right back. What a hard man for dead. I believe he died recently. Yeah, man. Prince Buster was one of the earliest them type of dancer. But the reason why I start from here so is that I want to show you that them kind of people, music did totally different. And when they did talk about certain topics, as a youth growing up back in the 90s or so, you wouldn't really know. So them did talk about certain things because they were creative enough to make the music more appealing. So it could have played anyway, and picnic could have danced and run up and down to them, because as I was saying, it wasn't damaging. And I like today when the man them just blurt out way, so you don't know it have people like Papa San, Tiger, you don't know Papa San's a young girl, wear your size, and these were some things where the people some simple life things where they go on, people take away people man and them but them did that do it in a way where me I tell you, so trust me, when you hear the song is either you laugh or you dance or something, really, and coming down the line now, you don't know in the 90s, you don't know people like Sanchez, come in and a dominant time, as we said them and the song they did different, and then now waiting go on there. The Gully and the Gaza war. Yeah, man. That was when dancehall music changed for the worse. The Gully and the Gaza war. Yeah, man, because that was one of the most, that would have almost come like the 1980s election, because it was bloody school kids and big man, did in this one war over two set of man. When they really business about them at the end of the day, You understand? Youths are leave them life. Calabar, remember there was a stabbing incident where girl like Gaza in a school, So much so that they had to bring the two man them together on national TV to sign a truce because of the effect it did have on society. But in truth, Jamaica, dancehall has never been the same ever since that. Because what really happened behind the scene was the total infiltration of dancehall at the time. You understand? At them period of time, them is a cartel did I look for bleach. The first bleacher we did see in our time back in the day was Michael Jackson, which was a black man, and him turned brown man. You realize that Vybz Kartel lyrically nicknamed himself Michael Cakesworth Jackson. That is to tell us him a fella in the same footstep. You understand? Kartel. And I'm not here to say he's not a good artist or anything. But Vybz Kartel and Mavado changed dancehall with the Gully and Gaza war because of the amount of bloodshed and stuff that happened during the period. That was the time when both sides got infiltrated by the eye. You understand? And that was the full transition of all the way you see I go on now with them different type of people. I come with them one bag of thing and this and that. That was the significant side. Because remember, Vybz Kartel was working with a man named Corey Todd at the time. Where did Corey Todd come from? From the United States. Corey Todd came here with the secrets and the stuff. Sent here at least. Because it's not a coincidence he just turned up in Jamaica. Remember, Vybz Kartel did have room. Vybz Kartel did literally a move like Lil Wayne them. And so a foreign him won this, him won that Benz that he hit a real high. Because Corey had introduced him to what was going on. The true evil behind him. Remember, Vybz Kartel nicknamed himself Daddy Devil. Remember, Vybz Kartel are the only artist Jay-Z come from foreign, come visit. And where Jay-Z named himself Jehovah. And where Kanye West named himself Jesus, which is just another name for Jesus. So you have Jehovah and Jesus Christ, and Jay-Z left foreign, come visit Vybz Kartel in a prison. More than one of them do it. Busta Rhymes, you realize his name is within that circle. That is because Kartel is a part of the circle. And that is the reason why he's in prison, because he, I'm sang them, he must sing about him reach a 33rd degree of masonry and this and that. Kartel is a very good artist. I cannot take that away from him. I will never try to take that away from him. But Kartel changed the music completely. And why I have to say him? Because he was the one that was here. How much people you see just go do a collab with Vybz Kartel and them career just suddenly take off. Can call out a couple fear if you maybe never did a notice. Sense you go do Ludi. Massacre them go do My Dog Them Have to Live. And G6 do Everybody Cups Up. So, and where are they today? Top people in dancehall. That is because Vybz Kartel in Jamaica is the gatekeeper. No matter how much court case, no matter how much appeal, if they don't want him to come out, he can't leave. They control the judges, they control everybody. They can find any sort of reason to tell you, say, he can't come out. Remember, the man got jail for circumstantial evidence and still in prison today. You think that is coincidence? The is real and I'm trying to show you it. And there are other aspects where me I go show you. But me just give you a quick glimpse in another part of something where you never realize either. You understand? That's why I say he who have eyes can see. And if you have eyes and you're not seeing, well, me I go show you something we're going right in front of you where you never realize. You understand? You really think J Capri crash was just a coincidence? It wasn't. I'm going to show you something. Shortly after J Capri crash, Lady saw turned Christian. No, what she could have saw, what she could have heard, what she could have known that make her make a drastic turn like that. You never get an action without a reaction. J Capri was a sacrifice for somebody in the industry. Lady saw, catch her afraid, and just decide to watch. Me I make a U-turn. Which in that can be all a part of the plan too as well. But we don't know. But from my speculation, I figure she knew something and get scared. And just decide to watch. Me I walk away from this because, you know, the blood sacrifice is real. Managers, producers, you understand? Movada go in a club and a man just get shot. All of them things they never just happen by coincidence. Them happen because them supposed to happen. You have to produce blood sacrifice. You have to do the rituals them. So this is the reason why the music is at where it is today, because it has been infiltrated early 2000s, coming right down, taking over. As I say, we just get into it. As I will show you, Jamaica is definitely not a real place. At least not anymore. COVID-19 situation have everybody pin up in them yard. They're going to keep pinning you in your yard until you get fed up and start to rebel. And then the same army where them did send down at Tivoli is the same army them ever send to come shoot you and deal with you all kind of way to go back in your yard. Well, at least that's what I think. And this election in America is another thing. But anyway, this has been the Lone Soldier. You know, please remember to like, share, and comment. And if you're new here, please subscribe. You know, big up yourself. I am Ricardo.